Welcome back. This will be our discussion portion of our episode, The Goonies. Let's get right into it. Best and worst character.
And this is just opinion-wise.
Yeah, this is all you. Like, this isn't about the movie. Just
By
best and worst
far,
character.
it has got to, because it's most quoted by me, and I've actually done it before. Chunk, the Truffle Shuffle.
Chunk?
The Truffle Shuffle, man. Have you never done the Truffle Shuffle?
Bro, I fucking hate Chunk.
I love Chunk. I love Chunk.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate that kid.
Well, no, okay.
He's the worst actor in the film, probably.
There is one guy I like better than Chunk. Sloth.
Yep, there it is.
Sloth.
That's what deserves it. Sloth.
Yes. Chunk would be my number 2, though.
I think Chunk would be the worst for me.
Worst? Not even the prick?
Yeah, no.
The prick is the worst for me.
Because Chunk is just, I don't know, it probably isn't him. He's given...
Come on, man, he's fat.
Terrible dialogue.
But he's fat.
And?
You can't hate fat people.
I can hate whoever I want. That's my right.
Hashtag fat people matter. Fat lives matter, guys.
Please stop. No, yeah, I gotta go with Chunk. Because, like, his dialogue is just so, like, everything he says feels completely scripted. Anyways, getting on yeah, but best definitely Sloth. I mean, he's got the Superman iconic outfit going on. And the "Hey you guys" quote. Hey you guys.
Let's not forget the fact that he's freaking buff somehow. I mean, for a messed up looking face like that,
yeah, like he just got dropped as a kid, and for some reason that makes him like
he's a very muscular,
literally
ugly
Superman.
Yeah. I mean, who his jacket? You gotta admit, his jacket's pretty thick. Have you ever seen a guy just rip a jacket like that? Draw. I mean, that's pretty good.
So, who's your worst character?
My worst character would be, I don't know his name, but the prick.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, he's rough.
Asian kid is in the middle. He's just weird.
He's just weird.
He's just like that character that you look and you're like,
I just don't know. All right. Next up, the best and worst aspect of the film. Just best thing about the film.
Best thing about the film?
It could be a scene. It could be a line of dialogue. It could be anything. Thing that stood out most.
It would obviously, for me, the scene would obviously be when Chunk looks up at Sloth and goes, "You're coming home," and then they say, "I love you" and all that. I mean, that touches at home, man.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if they meant for that to be funny or heartwarming, because I could see it being both. I just love that scene.
Right. Best thing about the film for me. That's tough. It's tough to come up with the best thing about a movie that you don't like.
Well, go with your...
Go the worst?
Hey, you guys.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Off the top of my head, I got to go with that quote just because it's good. It's good stuff. Worst is very easy for me. I want to hear yours, though. I want to know if I...
Worst?
Yeah, worst thing about the movie.
Worst thing about the film. The worst thing about the film, the scene that I don't know why I hate this scene so much, but when they first make it into the that little like rest stop or whatever it was, right. I don't know. I can't even give a specific detail on why I hate it. Something about that scene just makes me feel off. I don't like it. I know it's weird and I cannot explain it at all.
Okay. We did not share our opinion here. Worst part for me is...
If you say the Truffle Shuffle, I'm going to...
It's not the Truffle Shuffle.
Okay,
Truffle Shuffle is such an insignificant part of that movie. I mean, I know it was memed for a while there.
The Truffle Shuffle.
It became a big meme there, but... Yeah, not the Truffle Shuffle, no. The long scene where Mikey meets One-Eyed Willie.
That's completely understandable.
Yeah.
I get that.
Because it's completely unwarranted. Comes out of nowhere.
Another part that really made me mad for some reason, I don't know about y'all. I'm greedy. I really am. I am greedy as all get out. But, like, when he goes, "Oh, leave that part for One-Eyed Willie." What? No! You don't just leave a bunch of gold for... I mean, yeah, it was on a booby trap.
Maybe he had some intuition. He liked his booby trap. I mean, that's part of that scene. Like, why does he love love One-Eyed Willie so much. He was told stories about him as a kid. That's about as far as they explain it. Am I wrong? Like, that's about as far as they go. And he goes on this little journey, sure. But, like, he meets the guy, and he looks him right in his weird eye. And he's like, I love you. I mean,
You're like,
I've been searching for you all my life.
bruh, all my life, I've been searching for you all day. I've been searching for you all day, and here you are.
I really wanted your gold. Now I have it. And I love
And
you,
your
man.
fake plastic diamonds. I
Like,
finally have it.
where does it come? And they're all standing there like,
Yeah,
we were watching long enough.
yeah, I don't get that. Long enough? What
Long
does
enough
that
to
mean?
see what?
He goes in there. He says something like he doesn't even say thank you yet, does he? He just talks about how he's been looking for him, and then he goes, "How long have you guys been there?" And he goes, "Long enough." Long enough for what?
Long enough to find
To
out
get inspired by what?
long enough to find out you're gay for a skeleton man. Like what?
Yeah, and the guy that says long enough looks like so like concerned. He just goes, long enough.
Like he didn't admit that he's been depressed for the past 10 years looking for Willie or something. Like it was just the most like awkward scene.
And here's what I'm wondering. They came up through a secret hatch.
Right.
Why didn't they just take the door that the bad guys took?
Yeah, that's another thing I was looking at.
Because they easily got
I think they came in through the bottom though, and the bad guys came over the top.
Well, that door, they could have easily just gone back upstairs from where the little Asian dude fell through. They could have easily gone back upstairs and through the door.
Well,
Maybe they didn't know about it. I don't know.
They probably didn't know about. I don't know. They're stupid things happen. Okay, we've already.
It's an old film. It is a very old film.
All right. I didn't say it. Well, I guess I did say it best aspect. What would you change about the film?
One, definitely where they cut things and try to put them together. Obviously,
Oh,
that would have to be a
You
big.
have to take a little bit more time in
Big
the editing room.
One thing I would change, if it was made in modern day, would have to be the fact that there were so many scenes where I watched it and I was like, okay, yeah, it's beautiful, but I can distinctly tell the difference between a prop like a rock and a rock on a green screen. I mean, that was like
Yeah.
that was so distinctive between them.
Another thing, and I know it's a Chris Columbus film, but we're talking about what I would change if I was doing it, is like I'd make those villains more
Scary, more
yeah, like they
villain.
They have dead dudes locked up in freezers, but first off,
She looks like a granny taking care of two kids that couldn't make it in college, so
like
they're still living at home.
the two guys, and I understand this is kind of a Chris Columbus thing to do, but they're tripping over each other by the end of the film. When in the very beginning scene, he fandangles his way out of prison.
Yeah.
like a boss too. Like he ingenuity that junk.
It's
Nah,
a lot of there are quite a few
no.
things I would change.
Why didn't they? I don't know why they didn't do the editing. I have a feeling they just got lazy. Why didn't they change the bad guys? Obviously it's Chris Columbus.
Yeah.
And
It's a family film. It's
a goofy. It's Home Alone in a cave.
I mean, you didn't want to be like, kids, look, I bought this Chris Columbus film and then see murder and all that going on while you're watching it, and then try to put your kids to bed. Mom, I'm scared.
They should have killed at least one kid.
At
At least one.
I would have changed the whole when he goes, okay, let's go for a ride, and he's riding the little bike, and then he goes off the cliff and just because by the time you heard the echoing, he was still like right here.
There were a lot of problems with the
Editing
with the like sound. The sound was off in a lot of places. Like somebody would punch something or hit the ground or step or something, and it would be like a second late.
Yeah.
No, but what you just reminded me of something else actually. Oh, right, the bullies in films. Why are bullies in old films always portrayed as murderers?
I don't have anything to say about this.
Like they could have killed him. He could have died. They probably didn't know what was over that cliff.
Okay,
They didn't know he was going to end up. He could have ended up with broken legs in the middle of a ditch, and they would have left him there.
But he did.
Have you ever encountered a douche in your life that you think would, like, cling you to their car and drive with you on a bicycle at, like, 45 miles an hour?
Yes.
To the point that, really...
I can't say his name on camera.
Well...
I can write it down real quick. I can just easily...
Yeah, that's what I... Okay.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Okay, we know some rough people. Fair enough. You know what? I guess that'll wrap it up. You know, I don't want to get into... I don't have too much to say about other films right now. Please send suggestions on that still.
Yes. Comment,
we would really love...
Comment on Twitter. Send us suggestions of more discussion topics.
Yeah. See, find us on Twitter and Instagram at _Toasty_show.
Snapchat though. Snapchat is just the Toasty Show.
All one word, all lowercase. It doesn't really matter on Snapchat, but... and then our Facebook page. Go check out our Facebook page. It's just the Toasty Show. Should be able to find it pretty easy. So if you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe. Come back for more next week. Dropping every weekend. Hopefully we can keep it rolling that way. Leave a like.
Comment suggestions. It doesn't have to just be on Twitter and things like that. Comment down below too.
Oh, and please, if you know a friend that likes movies or TV or whatever like that, a lot of stuff is coming in the future. Share it. We would greatly appreciate it.
Speaking of a lot of things coming in the future, next week will be the Black Panther reviewing. I know that a lot of people, that's like the big thing right now. So make sure if you have anybody that likes that movie or anybody that would like to get an opinion from outside sources, make sure you tune in.
So just to wrap up, our official Toasty Show rating for the Goonies was a 7 out of 10. Stay toasty.